So let me walk you through the sounds. Like I said, this is kind of the hybrid of Gibson and Fender, so to speak. And the reason being is each one of these humbuckers can be turned into a single coil just by the flip of a switch. So the first setting I'm going to show you is the neck pickup. So you can hear it's a little bit more mellow like you get from a neck pickup. You get some pretty beautiful jazz tones, but they're not really as beautiful as, say, that Epiphone, you know, for jazz. But this would be good for like a more rock and roll sense. Now let's move to the opposite spectrum, the bridge pickup. This is definitely rock and roll. If you put some distortion on this sound, I guarantee it's going to be one of your favorite rock and roll sounds. A lot of drive. This guitar has an incredible amount of sustain due to the fact that it also has a set neck, which is the main difference. You can get a CE bolt-on by Paul Reed Smith, which has a bolt-on neck, or you can get a set neck. The set necks are usually about $700 or $800 more, but I think it's worth it. The tone's so much better, and I mean, geez, if you're going to spend over $1,000, you might as well get the best one you can get. So let's move to the center selection, which is actually one of the things that sets the Paul Reed Smith apart, because there are actually a lot of guitars that you can switch the humbuckers to single coil. That's pretty standard. But what the Paul Reed does is allows you to combine one single coil here with another single coil here to create a really unique hybrid. It sounds single coil, but it's a little beefier. So that, with the little distortion, you can get kind of like a John Scofield jazz mid-range going, which is kind of cool. It's just very unique, and it's very driving, and it's a nice alternative to just your neck or your bridge humbucking pickup. Now the last thing I want to show you about this guitar is the single coil settings. First one is the neck single coil. So you can hear right off the bat, it's a single coil sound. It doesn't sound like a Strat, sort of, but it doesn't quite do the Strat sound exactly. But it's got a nice single coil tone. It's a little different. And if we move over to the bridge single coil, even thinner sounding. I like that for rhythm. So all in all, incredibly versatile guitar. Now the only thing that I don't like about it is that it's not semi-hollow, of course. That has nothing to do with the guitar or the way it's made or anything like that. That's just a preference. I would like to keep this guitar. I am probably going to sell it at some point because I think I could buy two guitars that could do a little bit more. And I already have my TC90, which allows me to do a lot and be versatile with rock and jazz. So I don't know. This is one of my favorite guitars in the collection for sure. I don't play it as much as I should, but for rock and roll, it's like your dream guitar. So thanks for watching. Again, that's the Paul Reed Smith Custom 24.